What's poppin', everybody? Today we're going to be going over my personal Facebook ad strategy for hitting consistent 10K days here in the beginning of Q4 of 2024. Let's get into it. So the very first thing you're going to need are creatives to scale. I'll show you guys how I like to do my creative testing. Basically, if we go over here in my October creative testing, I like to have a separate campaign for that. And then inside of here, I like to have a single ABO ad set where you can start it off. I like to name it with the concept. You can see here, these are just concept names. So your concept, and then one country that you're targeting it to. I like the variable that changes to be my ad creative, right? I don't want multiple countries when creative testing personally. And then I like to test here with Advantage Plus. Inside of the ad level, I like to go flexible ad format, the multiple variations of a concept, and then a few primary texts, one winning headline that I know, one description that I know works well, and then sending people directly to my PDP. So that's the structure that I like to do for creative testing. You're gonna need to test a lot of creatives to identify some winning ones. Typically, I like to run these for at least 5 to 7 days, and then my criteria for killing them is I go in here and I'm like, okay, after let's just say 5 to 7 days, I'm like, okay, is this making me money, right? And if we take a look at the last, let's just say 7 days, you can see we had some creative tests here, and you can see this guy here. The answer is yes. I've been able to spend, $800 on this to generate 28 purchases. So that's an example of what it looks like if 5 to 7 days passes and it's not getting any purchases, it's not performing well. I would kill it and continue creative testing, right? So the very first prerequisite, I want to make it very clear, to being able to scale to 10K plus days is to have some creatives that you can put more budget behind. Now let's talk about where I would put this budget and how I would structure it to be able to scale said creative further. And let me just get a swig of water before we dive into that. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to create a single ad set CBO campaign. We're going to go and dive into this one here. And I know this has two ad sets in here. We're going to pretend that there's not two, and we're going to pretend that there's only one in here. And we're going to talk a little bit about how I like to set these scaling campaigns up. So again, single ad set, CBO. And what I'll actually do is let's set this up together. I know there's some that prefer to see kind of more of a step-by-step process, and I want to provide that in this video. So we're gonna go ahead and just do sales, new campaign, sales, continue. Let it take its sweet time. Manual sales campaign. And then in here, again, I would like to do top of funnel, let's just say CBO. And then your product, right? So I'm just going to say PFN. That's for our pet face necklace product. So you can put quite literally whatever your product name is here. So just say product name. And then we're going to want to have, I like to turn off catalog ads, turn on campaign, advantage campaign budget. And then you're going to want to set this to, a scaling budget, which I like to say starts at a minimum of like $100. Oops. And then we're going to go over to the ad set level. This ad set we're going to call WW for worldwide. For this scaling campaign, I would target all of the countries that you guys can ship to. So if you can ship to, like, let's just say US, Canada, you could say US, Canada. If you're shipping worldwide, you can do, WW for worldwide. And then if there's any other things that about your target demographic that responds to your creative, I know that for mine, 18 to 44 is typically the range people buy. So that's what I'm, going to do for mine. And then we're simply going to go over here, select website, go to pixel, select your pixel for conversion event. We're going to want to select purchase. And then we're going to want to scroll all the way down here in the locations. You want to add all of those countries that you can ship to. And then we're going to leave this on Advantage Plus audience, right? I've been seeing this perform quite well for us. And then you're going to insert, I'm going to leave the Advantage Plus placements on as well. And then you're going to essentially insert your winning ads, all right? So the winning ads that you've identified through what? Creative testing. You're going to get those ads and you're going to relaunch them in a new flexible, right? So this entire strategy is using that new Facebook feature for flexible ads. All of those get launched in a flexible. And then you're going to want to put, obviously, all of those ads in there. Let's just say, you know, this one, and this one were my winners. And then some copy that you know works, maybe some new copy. Let's just say we're in October now. It's like Halloween's coming up. So maybe some like Halloween themed copy. You know what I'm saying? And then like headlines, the working headlines for you, the working descriptions for you, your product page URL. That's it, right? Shop now. That's how to set that up. Let's talk a little bit about scaling it. So after you launch this, it's going to look something like this guy here. And I'm going to just go ahead and discard these edits. So it's going to look something like this guy here. And now how do you actually, you know, scale this, manipulate this? On days that it's doing well, you can increase the budget anywhere from 20%, I would say, on a daily level. That's playing it safe. If you see really good performance with this, you can get more aggressive with it by increasing the budget, like adding a couple $100 to it every time. If you take second route, anticipate lower performance at the beginning until it learns. And one of the biggest tips for this campaign structure is make sure to let it learn. Don't like just turn it on for a day and then get freaked out that it's not performing. That's all I got for you guys. If you're interested in learning how to create killer creative, just shoot me a message on Discord. I'm going to be doing more content there, just raw like this, talking about my approach for creatives and how we're planning to scale to $6 million this quarter four. With that said, I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy.